Hi everyone, this is teacher Justina and welcome back to my channel. And if you are still new, please do not forget to subscribe, like and share for more videos. Our lesson for this video is all about special product and squaring a trinomial. Okay, so suppose we are given a square of a plus b plus c. So when we see squaring, we are squaring a trinomial. Thus, we are squaring, so that implies the 2 as our exponent. And the trinomial is the a plus b plus c. Remember that the 2 there implies that we will be multiplying a plus b plus c by itself. So this would be like this. So if this is the case, I'm sure that the only thing you have remembered is the distributive property. So let us try. So we will be now multiplying the a plus b plus c to itself. So therefore, let us apply the distributive property. So the first term will be multiplied to a. So this will gives us a squared. And then the a will be multiplied to b. That is positive AB. Okay, and then we are done. Then therefore the A now will be multiplied to C. So this will be positive AC. So since we are done distributing the A to the three terms on our second set, we will now multiply or distribute the B to the three terms on the second set. So therefore we have B times A, and I'm sure B times A is just the same thing as AB. So the AB, where should we put it? So we have to put it in line with the AB because B times A is AB or BA. But since we have already the AB here, thus we will be writing na lang instead of BA, we have to write it AB. So then the next one is the B will be now this multiplied to B, and B times B will be B squared. So there's no b squared on the upper part, thus we can write it in here, okay? And then followed by the b times the c, this one. So b times c, so there's no bc in here, thus we have to write here the bc. Okay, we're done with the a, we are done with the b, so let's proceed to the c. So the c now will be multiplied to a. So C times A or A times C are just the same. But there is an AC there, this one. So we will be writing the AC in line with the AC. Okay, so done. C times A is AC. Then let's proceed to the C times B. Thus, it is BC. So the BC is in here. Thus, we will be writing the BC in line with the BC here. So we are done with the C times B. Thus, we are going to multiply it to the last. C times C is C squared. And why I am writing it in here? Because there's no C squared term on this row and on this row. Anyway, we can still write the C squared. It's either in here. So therefore, are we now ready for the further simplification? Okay, let us try. Okay, we are going to have the uh, the sum of these terms vertically. So therefore, a squared will be brought down. Okay, and remember there is an imaginary 1 in there. So therefore, 1ab plus 1ab is equal to 2ab. Then next, we have all their positive. We have 1ac, and understood 1ac, of course, we have 2ac. Then there's no other b squared there, so we have to bring down the b squared. And then the BC plus the BC is equal to 2BC. And then you just bring down the C squared. Okay, now let us try C if there are terms that can be combined. So far, we have the A squared alone. And then let us try look for the terms with a power of 2. So the A squared, then followed by the B squared, and then followed by the C squared. So they're unique. They are unique term. So next, we are going to try see if there are other terms that can be combined. So far, we have a 2AB, but there's no other AB here. It's AC and BC, so therefore, we have 2AB alone. There's no other term with AB as our variable, and the 2AC is also alone. There's no other term with AC, as well as the BC. Okay, so therefore, if this is the case, I want you to try see as to find a certain pattern, because when we say squaring a trinomial and this belongs to special product, is there such a special pattern in getting the product? Because in our to the factors itself, to the factors, so they are the factors, they are to be multiplied. In our factors itself, we have pattern. So therefore, as you have seen, if we will try have the different terms from our product, let us try see the A squared, the B squared, and the C squared. If we will try relate it to the given this one, to the given expression, square of a trinomial. So I'm sure you were able to notice that our first term A is being squared, and our B there is being squared, and our C there is being squared. After which, where do we get the 2AB, the 2AC, and the 2BC? And where did this two coming from? Okay, now listen. If our trinomial is being squared, thus, after squaring all the terms, so all the terms, they are the A, the B, and the C. After squaring them, we have to multiply by 2 to the product of each term taken by pair. That means after squaring all the terms, we have to multiply 2 to the product of first and second. A is our first, B is our second, plus we are then pairing the A and B. Then we have to pair A and C, and still we multiply it by 2. Then we are done with A and B. We are done with A and C. Thus, the last to be paired is B and C. And still we have to have it twice of that product, B and C. Or in short, what is the product of the square of a trinomial? So that means that the square of a trinomial is simply the square of its term. There are three terms, the A, the B, and the C. We both squared them. After which, we have to have 2 times of the product of each term taken by pair. A times B, 2 times BC, and 2 times AC. So therefore, this is already our pattern in getting the product of any square of a trinomial. This example, we are given negative m plus 2b minus 5d to the power of 2. So simply, we just have to have the pattern. And remember, I just want you to try see or count as how many terms do we have in our product. So far, we have one term, 2 terms, 3 terms, 4, 5, and 6. So if this is the case, the best thing there is you have to prepare 6 blanks there. What to be written in there are the terms. So the terms of the product. Remember, this is our model. So this is our model. Thus, when we see a to the power of 2, a refers to our first term. And so far, our first term is negative m. Thus, we have negative m to the power of 2. Followed by, when we say b squared, we refer to our second term. Remember, this is our first, this is our second, and this is our third. Again, if this is our first, this implies that this is our A, and if this is our second, this also our B, and if this is our third, thus this is our C. So it is now easy for you to follow the pattern. So let us try C. We have already squared the first term, and our first term is negative m. We square it. Followed by our second term is positive 2v. 2v as our second term, we have to square it. C squared refers to our third term. Then our third term is negative 5d. Negative 5d to the power of 2. So we are done squaring all the terms. Then let's proceed to the fourth term in our product. So 2, because there is a 2 in there, and a refers to our first term. And our first term is negative m. And our second term, which is b, is positive 2v. That's it. Okay, let me move this. Then, next is our fifth term. So, our fifth term is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, there is a 2 there. The B telling you to have the second term. And our second term is 2V. Do not forget to enclose them in a parenthesis. Okay, because we have more than one base, no? So we have more than one base already. So the 2, then our B is 2V, and our C is negative 5D. And our last term, is, so we have to have the last blank in here. So 2, what is A? Our A is our first term, which is negative M. And our C refers to our last term, which is negative 5D. So for that, if you are done substituting according to the model, it is now convenient to you to simplify them further by applying the different laws of exponents and also applying the different operation of signed numbers. So let us have the first term in our product. So we have this one. Remember, this is negative m to the power of 2. That means that negative m, this means that negative m times negative m, because the 2 there is our exponent. So what is negative times negative? Of course, it will gives us positive m. And then there is a 2 in the, remember, the law of exponent says that the 1 is our inner exponent multiplied to the outer. So this will become m squared. So if that is already our first term of our product, what would be our second term in the product? So our second term in the product is 2v to the power of 2. And this means that we have already two bases in here. And remember, there is a 2, there is a 1, is our imaginary exponent, and the v has an exponent of 1. So this will distribute, the 2 there will be distributed. So this will become 2 squared will gives us a 4. So this time, since we are already to get the product and there are 6 terms in the product, and since a term should be separated by a plus or minus, thus we have m squared plus, because 2v to the power of 2 will gives us 4b squared. Again, where did we get the 4v squared? That is coming from 2v times 2v. So because this is our second term, so 2 times 2 is 4. The v times v is v squared. So therefore, I hope you have already the knowledge as where did we get the 4v squared. Then our third term. Our third term is negative 5d. And what do you mean by negative 5d to the power of 2? So negative 5d, that's 1 to the power of 2. That's understood that negative 5d times negative 5d. So if this is the case, we just simply multiply negative times negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 5 will gives us positive 25. Then the d and the d when multiplied, that will be d squared. So I hope you have already the knowledge where did we get the 25d squared. Let's proceed. We are done with the third term. And then let's proceed now to the fourth term. Okay, let us be careful because there are some constants that need to be multiplied. So remember that there is a 2 in here and there's a 2 in here, thus it will gives us a 4. But remember that there is a positive 2 and there is a negative. That means positive times negative. Of course, different signs will gives us a negative product. And there is an m and the v, thus we just simply copy it. And this is our fourth term. Let's proceed to the fifth term. Okay, our fifth term is this one. 2 times 2, it's a 4. Times negative 5. So positive 4 times negative 5 will gives us negative 20. And there is a v and a d there. Thus, we have v, then d. Okay? This is already our fifth term. And our last term, okay, there is 2 and a 5. Remember that 2 times negative 5 will gives us negative 10. So that will be negative 10. This one, 2 times negative 5d is negative 10d. Okay? But there is a negative m. So the negative m times the negative 10 will gives us positive 10. Okay, positive 10. Then you just write the MD or the DM. They are just the same, MD and DM. And what is this? This is already our product. This is already the square of our trinomial. Okay, so I hope with this example you have already the knowledge as to how to square a trinomial using the model. Let's proceed to number 3. Example number 3, this time this is being involved with a fraction, but still the concept will be applied. Okay, so according to our model, of course, the square of a trinomial, there are 6 terms. So let us have the first, how to get the product of, how to get the first term of the product is squaring the first term. And what is our first term? This is 1/2 c. So therefore, we will be rewriting 1/2 c as our first term, then to the power of 2. Done. Squaring our first term. And the second term is squaring the second term. So, our second term, remember guys, do not forget, we have a plus. So, do not be confused that our answers will be composed also of positive. So, therefore, we have a positive 3x. Do not forget to enclose them in a parenthesis because we have more than one base. Okay, done. Squaring the second. Let's proceed squaring the third term. Remember that our third term is z only. Then we just square it. Okay, it's simply okay not to enclose this z in a parenthesis because this is just only one base. We are done with the three terms in our product. Let's proceed to the fourth. Remember that our fourth is 2 times. What is A? What is A? First term. What is B? Our second term. Okay. And then let's proceed to how many terms do we have already? One, two, three, and then four. Let's proceed to the fifth. Plus 2. Again, what is our B? Our second term. 3x. And what is our C? Z. Okay. Plus 2. This one. Again, what is our A? 1 half C times our last term, which is our C, is Z. If you are done substituting according to the model, then it is now very easy to you to simplify because if you have just have the knowledge on multiplying sign numbers and applying the laws of exponents, then there's no hassle. You can answer it directly. Okay, let's proceed. What do you mean by 1 half c quantity to the power of 2? That means 1 half c to the power of 2. This means 1 half c times 1 half c. So remember, multiplying 1 half times 1 half will gives us 1/4. Then c times c is c squared. So therefore, this is already 1/4 c squared. Okay, next, we are going to have now the second term of our product. So the second term is squaring 3x. So 3x squared, again, what is 3x quantity square? That means 3x times 3x. And that will gives us 9 because 3 times 3. And in x, 1 and 1, we add the exponents. So that will be positive 9x squared. Then you just write the z squared, that one. And then this time, it will be quite, you have to be careful because 2 times 1 half. So 2 times 1 half, of course, we can do cancellation. So it will be 1c. And 1c times 3x, again, 1c times 3x, or else that will gives us a positive 3cx. Where did we get the 3cx? 2 and 2 cancel. The 1c times 3x is 3cx because 3 times 1. Okay. And then next, this one. Okay. The constants are only 2 and 3. So therefore, that will gives us 6xz. And our last is taken from this term. So again, this one, 2 and 2 can be cancelled because 2 times 1 is 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this will be 1c times z is just simply c z. Okay, let us try count if there are 6 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So therefore, that's it. So let us have the next example. So our next example is this. So again, there's nothing wrong if you just only follow the model. So the first term will be x squared. So our first term, which is x squared, will be squared. This time we have to be careful because there is a negative sign there. Next, b squared. When we say b squared, our second term will be squared. So our second term is vc. Then we have to square it. Okay, we have the first term, we have the second term, and C refers to our third, and this is our third. So we have 2W. What shall we do? We are going to square. So we are done squaring the first, squaring the second, and squaring the third. Plus, okay, so the fourth term will be, so the fourth term will be 2, and A is our first term, which is x squared, and B as our second term, which is negative VC. Do not forget the sign. This is already our fourth term. And our fifth term is 2. What is our B? It's the second term, which is negative VC. And what is our third term? It's the C, which is 2W. Okay, we're done with the fifth. Let us have the sixth. So having the sixth term, we have to have 2. What is our A? First term. What is our C? It's 2W. So to simplify this further, then we are now to apply the needed skills, the loss of exponents and the signed numbers. Okay, let's proceed. We have, okay, we just simply multiply the inner exponents to the outer. So that is x to the 4. And negative VC to the power of 2, that means negative times negative because that is 2. So that will become positive VC squared. But remember, there is a 1 in the V and there is a 1 in the C. So therefore, this is V squared C squared. And it's already a negative. It's already negative there. So when we say negative VC to the power of 2, that means negative VC times negative VC. Thus, negative times negative is positive V squared C squared. And then, the third term is 2W. So when we say 2W squared, that means 2 squared is 4. W squared. Then let's proceed to the fourth term. So remember, we have no other constants except the 2. So 2x squared and then the VC. So we just simply write 2x squared VC. But the question, what should be our sign in here? What should be the operation? So remember that we have a positive, positive, and a negative. Therefore, we have there a negative 2x squared VC. So we have first, second, third, and fourth. And our fifth is this. Remember, there is a 2 and a 2. So therefore, we have a 4. Then the variables are to be copied VCW. But we have a positive 2, we have a positive 2, we have a negative. So we are multiplying different signs. So if they have different signs, thus the answer will be always negative. So we are done with the fifth. Let's proceed to the last, this one. This is our last term. So we have 2 times 2. We have there the 2 times 2. So we have a 4. And they are all positive. So do not be confused. They are all positive. So we have there a plus and then 4x squared W. This is our last term. Okay. Therefore, this is already how to square a trinomial. Okay, guys, I hope you learned something from my video today. And please keep on watching. And if you are not yet done subscribing, please do subscribe, like, and share for more video updates. This has been Teacher Justina, and thank you for watching.